I'm Tyler.
I'm Shorty.
I'm Miles.
I'm Kara.
And we are The Inner Idiot.
This podcast contains graphic language, violence, and other things that you probably should not let your children listen to. Please enjoy. Hey, Ty, if you wanted to make a podcast, how would you do it?
Spotify Podcasters app, of course. Or hell, even the website.
Do they have any way you can edit audio and help with organizing your episodes?
All that and more. You can reach out to listeners and have feedback with their Q&A feature, and it distributes it to all other major places you listen to podcasts.
I just looked, and they got a video podcast set up and editing tools here, too.
So all you got to do is sign up at SpotifyForPodcasters.com or get the app, and you're done.
Damn, it's just that easy.
And then it takes out fuck. It like bleeps it out and shit.
Is that right?
Yeah. You know, no dump button needed. Not for this crowd.
Yeah.
This crowd loves us. No matter, are we recording already?
Yes.
Holy shit, put your ugly kids to bed. Set the deuce loose and do so fearlessly. Nobody likes to take a dump when they're scared. Like, I mean, have you ever took a dump in the dark?
Yes.
I mean, that's weird. Although, the other day I did take a dump with your mood light on in the bathroom, your new exhaust fan. That was kind of liberating.
Which one, the blue one or the yellow one?
Blue one.
The blue one?
Yeah. It was romantical and shit.
Romantically, you're stupid.
Yeah. I am your host, the big, the bald, the beautiful, the brash, and the oftentimes bastardly MC Tyler Havlin. Make sure you're following us on all the socials, Instagram, Twitter, all that shit. Follow us there because, you know, I give you a little taste of a little bit of everything on all those. And we do a live show on Mondays on Instagram. You don't want to miss it. Showcase a lot of other talent. Man, we're going old school today.
Dude. This is weird.
This is weird as shit.
This is fucking wild.
I ain't got nobody else to look at but you. This is really weird. I mean, luckily I like looking at you, especially when you turn around and all I see is the hair.
You're fucking
I get a little turned on.
So, like, does that go away if my shirt's off, like, at all?
No, I mean, you got a sexy back. It's all right.
All right.
Even, I'm telling you. All right, so you hear his voice.
Muscular for a chick.
Yeah, you are. I mean, muscle chicks is where it's at sometimes.
Dude, I don't know. Some of that bitches scare me. Like, they're fucking, like, if a woman can bench press me, like, I am both aroused and afraid. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a scared boner.
Yeah, like she might be able to snap your girth worm off like in the blink of an eye.
It ain't great. You ever see those videos where these chicks do like Kegels or whatever and like just hold shit up like weights?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Terrifying. I'm like, oh God, what are you gonna do to me?
Right?
What are you gonna do to me?
Don't cough, don't sneeze. All right. Oh, before I introduce him, make sure you get go out and buy some merch, man. We had a bunch of shirts drop. They're awesome. I just got mine in. They're really comfy. They're super soft, and you know they have great things from our show on them. So make sure you check that out. You can find it in our link tree in the bio of the episode. But anyways, without further ado, my co-host, the Lord that's never bored, the commander of the comic books. He's been petting kitty, grabbing titty since December 11th, 2020. Dumb. 2 claps and Ric Flair for Lord Shorty Fresh in the flesh.
Woo! Yay! I'm here and I'm ready.
Looks like Rosemarie's still waiting on a sticker. I'm going to have to get that to you, Rosemarie. I'm very soon. All right. So how was your day, man? How was your night?
It was all right.
Yeah?
Just boring. The night dragged. I worked 16 hours and it felt like I worked 16 hours. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's awful.
I get to return to the work world very soon. Megan said, woohoo, take it off. Those of you that are just listening and don't see it, this man never wears a shirt during recording, and we wouldn't have it any other way. Unless it's the Twitch stream, then you have to wear something to cover up the nips.
I have to cover the nips for the Twitch.
Nips for the dude, your nipples look exceptionally hard today.
It's fucking cold.
It is pretty cold out.
It's nipply out there.
It is.
It's fucking nipply out there.
No pun intended or all the pun intended. Man, I didn't know it was going to snow.
See, I was told that it was going to snow, but then, like, I got to work and I told my supervisor, I was like, where's all the snow we're supposed to get? He's like, what do you mean? I was like, isn't it supposed to snow this weekend or some shit? He's like, no, I haven't heard anything about it. You check the weather app? I was like, no, I don't fucking look at the weather app. I said, people just tell me things and I believe them.
Right.
I said, my weather app's me looking out fucking side and hoping for the best.
I like your weather app.
So far, it hasn't let me down yet.
Jason Skeeter said, just grow your hair longer and have it cover your nips. I wonder if that would work or if that goes against Twitch. You're almost there. You're just a couple inches away.
Just almost. Go put the wolf pelt on.
Yeah, the wolf pelt is dude, it's intimidating.
The wolf pelt is?
Yeah.
Nah.
It's a little intimidating. Nah. We had our first actual Twitter beef a couple days ago. And somebody said something about you and they said something about me and it was funny. And I just trolled these poor guys to death and it was awesome. And then somebody else chimed in and said, Shorty goes outside in the cold to smoke with no shirt on. You don't want to mess with that.
I wear the wolf pelt when I go outside to smoke. If I'm not wearing a shirt, I put the wolf pelt on because it helps cover, like, the nipples are where it gets coldest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, nah. Like, I watched a video the other day of this guy getting, like, a chest tattoo done, and he was getting, like, his nipple tattooed.
Oh.
And I'm like, that has to be the worst pain. Because, like, when they got close to my nipple doing this tattoo, bro, I was like...
I felt it in my cheek when I was getting my tattoo. Like, my face started twitching and shit when they got close to nipples.
Ugh. Nah, man. That shit, nah. Fuck that. I'm going to have a little pink dot in the middle of the tattoo whenever I get the rest of my chest done.
I mean, can you actually tattoo a nipple? Like, does it hold the color?
I don't know about holding color. I mean, I've seen it do with his whole tattoo, like, his whole chest, like, left side of his chest or whatever, tattooed black. And it was fucking, like, nipple and everything. And it was fucking black. Like, it was wild.
I wonder if nipple talk counts towards titty talk. I mean, it's all attached. And we know I can talk about titties forever.
Yeah.
All right, but let's digress from titties.
Okay.
Let's get into our top 5 today.
Okay.
All right. Today's top 5 is top 5 things you should teach your kids.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Shorty, I'm going to let you start us off. You know how it works.
All right. So, basically, I can only come up with 3 because I fucking forgot what the top 5 was until about 2 hours ago. So number 1 is how to take proper care of a vehicle, just like off the rip. Like when I had to get my license or my permit or whatever, before I was even allowed to go get the little booklet, which is now online or whatever, I had to learn how to change a tire, change the brakes, change the oil, and, you know, check all the air pressure and other fluids and stuff like that, you know. And all my nieces and nephews have somehow bypassed this, you know. And a lot of kids that I talk to, you know, ages, I'd say 23 or under, have never done any of this shit. And like one of the kids at work, he's about 22 years old. He got a flat tire in the parking lot, and he didn't know he had a spare in his trunk. He just didn't know.
A lot of people don't know that.
And that blew my mind.
And they'll open the trunk, they'll be like, there's no spare in here. Like, you gotta lift the flap, motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly right. I was taken back by it. Like, I walk outside to smoke, and he's like, hey, Shorty, do you happen to have one of those little air pump things, you know, you can just plug into your car or whatever? I was like, no, why? He's like, man, I got a flat, and I gotta go home. And I was like, all right, well, just put your spare on. He's like, what spare? I was like, your spare tire, dude. He's like, I don't have a spare tire. I was like, did you buy a car with a fucking pump? Because that was a stupid idea.
You know, some cars actually don't come with spare tires now. They come with like that fucking goop.
Yep.
The green.
That's what I was asking him. Like, if it came with one of those little fucking air pumps and shit. Because that shit, to me, is a fucking joke. Like, I will never buy a vehicle unless it has a spare tire with it. Like, when I bought my car, I was like, does it have a spare tire? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, all right, good. Like, we can move on with this sale. But yeah, that's number 1 on my list. Like, this is what you need to teach your fucking kids. Number 2 is basic home ec. Like, I see a lot of kids who don't know how to cook anything.
This one is very broad. So, I mean, I feel like just with this one, you could cover 5 alone.
With home ec?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like I mean, shoot, my sister's watching, the stream or whatever, but like she can attest to this. We had to learn how to sew a button on. I don't even know. I know very few kids or people my age. I say kids, and I'm not a child.
Yeah.
But like I know people my age who don't know how to sew a button on. I know, people within my age range who have never actually cooked their own meal, which blows my mind unless it comes in a box, like fucking Kraft macaroni and cheese or some shit, or fucking, Hamburger Helper. Like, that's the extent of their cooking. I'm like, you can't just like whip up a fucking meal. Like, I don't cook a lot, but I know how to do it if I need to. Like, fuck, I met a kid who was 25 years old and never fucking actually like cooked his own egg.
Really?
Yeah, like
Eggs
fucking.
are the easiest.
That's what I
You
said.
can microwave them motherfuckers.
What?
Yeah, my kids do it all the time. They'll just put eggs in a cup, scramble them up a little bit in the cup, and just microwave them bitches. They're good to go.
Sounds like blasphemy.
No, dude, it's real. I mean, I don't eat microwaved eggs. It is kind of blasphemic, but I mean, they can do it. They can do it. You know what I mean? Like, you want eggs? Make you some goddamn eggs.
Hey, I've also heard that you can make a cake in a microwave as well. I don't know nothing.
You
can?
Like mug cakes. I mean, I'm sure you could do a full cake somehow, but mug cakes are pretty dope.
Interesting. I don't know. Just, fuck, I guess I got more than that. Like, because it's attached to home ec or whatever. Basic houseworking things. Just about anything, fucking painting.
Laundry?
No, outside of laundry. I'm talking about just like fixing things really quick. Like how to change a doorknob. Something very, like, to me, that is a very simple job.
It's 2 screws.
Yeah. Sometimes 3, depending on, the type of lock you have. You know what I'm saying? Fucking, how to install a bedroom door or any type of door. The hinges and everything that goes on with it. How to make sure it's level or plumb or whatever you want to call that. Make sure it goes in right. Like, that kind of shit. And I don't necessarily think this is something that's a necessity to learn, but my dad thought it was, is how to wire an outlet.
See, here's my thing. When it comes to electricity fucking scares me to death.
Sure, as it should.
If electrical work needs done, I'm calling a motherfucker. Like,
sure.
Cool. I may know how to do it, but I ain't fucking with it.
Nah, see, I have no problem doing it now because I redid every fucking outlet in the upstairs of this house. I did all the fucking lights in here. But I've known how to do an outlet since I was a kid. And then how to use a drill, table saw, and all that other silly shit. Like, fucking my friends, that when they got married and they bought a house or whatever, they called me up and they're like, hey, do you know how to fix this, that, and the other? I said, yeah. So I was like, all right, cool. So I go up there expecting them to have tools, and they are both 23, 24 years old, no tools. I was like, you fucking kidding me? Well, all right, fine. So I go out, we go to fucking Harbor Freight, and I spend probably about $80, and I was like, this is your housewarming gift. And they're like, oh, really? Yeah, this is all yours. Are you sure you don't want to take it into this home? No, because I have better tools at home.
Right.
Like, this shit's for you. I bought him a little fucking cordless drill and a couple other things. Like, this shit's silly. And last but not least, some goddamn manners. Fuck, these kids are fucking rude.
They really fucking are.
And they're fucking, dude, I'm telling you, like, these kids, the audacity they have.
So much.
Jesus Christ. They talk so much shit and can't back anything fucking up.
Yeah, I mean, here we're gonna add an honorable mention of mine. If your kid's gonna talk shit, teach them how to talk shit the right way. All right. And in our day, when we were kids, it was mom jokes. Look, mom jokes are dead. If you're gonna teach your kid how to be a fucking troll or how to talk shit, get them away from mom jokes. They just ain't working no more.
And it's not even like mom jokes in our day were way more broad than like, I'm gonna fuck your mom. Like, that's not a threat, dog.
Yeah.
Like, you're not gonna fuck my mom. You ain't got the kind of pull to do that. I'm just saying. So like, you gotta get creative and shit. I can't even think of any off the top of my head.
Oh man, dude, it's so bad. It's so bad. Like, if you're gonna burn me, make me feel it. I want to feel something.
Yeah.
Earn my respect.
And the thing is they don't, like, when we did it as kids and like we would argue, and like even now, like as adults or whatever, when we're going back and forth and like ripping on each other or whatever, we're not using old lingo or new lingo. We are using actual words that have been in the fucking dictionary for decades.
Right.
And so, like, if somebody tells me, like, my vibe is off or something like that, I'm like, bro, like, come on, man. You have the linguistic skills, hopefully, to portray your unhappiness to me. Like, come on, man.
I like the way you put that.
Yeah, like, you can articulate your disdain some other way. Like, this shit, come on. Nah. You can't tell me I'm not lit, fam, and have me like, ow.
Yeah, right?
I'm sincerely hurt.
All right, here we go. Here's my top five things all kids should be taught.
All right, let me.
Number 5 is turn off the motherfucking lights, okay? Tired of working fucking overtime just to pay the goddamn light bill, all right? It's easy. You flip a goddamn switch, boom, lights are off. Flip it up, boom, days on.
I struggle that now with adults.
Yeah, but if they were taught that as a kid.
It's fair.
Number 4 is adoption is always an option. These little motherfuckers need to listen because at any given time they could be put on the goddamn trading block and just be adopted by another motherfucker. I tell my oldest all the time, like, Keeks, you're adopted. No, I'm not. You're my real dad. Yeah, I am, but your new parents are on their goddamn way if you don't start fucking listening.
Did I ever tell you about my dad dropping me off at the orphanage?
No.
True story.
But I'm here for it.
Me and my dad, like, we get on joke arguments all the time, and he usually, like, it's always when we're driving. And he would just drop me off, you know, like, and this started about when I was about 13 or 14. And it was never, like, super far from home until I started getting later in my teenage life. And when I was about 15 years old, he actually dropped me off at the orphanage. And, like, because we were having, like, a playful argument. And he's like, you better watch your mouth or I'm going to drop you off at the fire station. Let them deal with you. I was like, yeah, whatever, Dad. They don't take kids my age anymore. He's like, well, I know a place that does.
Oh, boy.
And we're sitting there going back and forth, having a good time, laughing and chucking it up. He pulls up, and I was like, where the heck are we here? This is an orphanage. I was like, dope. He's like, get out of the car. And I was like, are you kidding me right now? He's like, no, get out of the car. So I got out. I was like, all right, Dad, what now? And he just, whoop, right out there. Dope.
God damn it.
So I walked in there. And I was like, can I use your phone? And they're like, for what? I was like, I got to call my mom. They're like, why? I said, my dad just dropped me off here because of an argument.
That's fucking great. Hats off to your dad. That is amazing.
Dude, my dad did shit all the fucking time. He dropped me off all kinds of places. Fucking, he dropped me off on the side of the highway once.
So that was number 4. Adoption is always an option. Number 3 is take social cues. I can't think of how many times I'm out somewhere with my kids and I'm ready to fucking go. And I'll be like, you know what? I think my kids are ready to go. Like, I need to get them out of here.
Oh, that's what you mean.
And they're like, no, Dad, we're having fun. Like, shut the fuck up. We're trying to leave. You're mad. And no, they're not having it. They're just throwing me under the bus. No, Dad, we're fine. We're having fun. Like, no, you want to go home, don't you? Just fucking say it.
See,
take
even
the social cue.
As an adult, I still don't understand that. Like, dude, I'm such a content guest. I'm just like, even when people want me to leave, I'm just like, I'm a happy camper.
You want me to leave? Okay, give me a reason.
No, you have to tell me to leave. Like, it's just like, Shorty, it's time for you to leave. Oh, all right, cool beans. See you tomorrow. Leave. I'm good.
All right, number 2 is child labor. These little motherfuckers need to learn how to earn their keep, all right?
Word.
Get me the remote. Make me some goddamn eggs in the microwave. What is your worth? What do you bring to the table for me to not fucking put you up for a goddamn adoption, all right? Show me why I need to keep you, you little fucking crotch gremlins.
Until they turn around and say, I didn't ask to be here. You know what I'm saying? You brought me into this world. Now please take me out of it.
Right. Fuck. All right. Number 1 is, I've touched on this before, but we need to teach our kids that they cannot be whatever they want to be when they grow up. Some of y'all motherfuckers got some ugly ass kids, and they can't be models. They better have pretty feet. You want these little motherfuckers to be models, because a foot model is about all they're gonna fucking be. All right, they ain't gonna be fucking famous. If your kid ever wants to get laid, you better teach them to have a sense of humor. Or be a fucking doctor, because that's the only way it's going to work. And let me tell you from experience, all right? Being funny, it only gets you laid so many times by the same person, because guess what? After a while, they're going to stop laughing at your goddamn jokes, and you're going to have to move on and find another one, so you better be able to come up with new goddamn jokes, all right? Holy fuck. Your kids can't be whatever the fuck they want to be, all right? Your kid's dumb. He ain't going to be no goddamn astronaut, all right? fuck. They might use him in the jet fuel. He's so goddamn dumb. Holy fuck. That's my top 5. Oh. I hate it here. I need a Valium.
Golly.
Kids, man, they get me all fucking aggravated.
And see, like,
and
you
shit.
guys, like, this was Miles' list. So, like, him not being able to be here is a huge bummer.
Yeah.
Because, like, your kids are still young enough to teach them these things. His kids are still young enough to teach them things. I don't have no fucking kids. But, you know, whatever, you know. I'm in the age I should have kids, I guess. You know, I'm older than Miles. He's got fucking
I didn't have my
football team.
I didn't have my last kid till I was mid-30s.
Fair.
Well, like 33, 34, some shit
Sure.
like that.
Sure.
But I'm telling you what, my oldest is never going to learn the fucking talking shit one. She does not have the talking shit gene in her body.
She's too fucking sweet, dude.
She is, man. Like, well, I tried once. I was like, tell your stepdad he's a loser. Like, not in a mean way, but like they were talking on the phone, right? And he said something goofy. I was like, tell him he's a loser. Go ahead. He'll know it's a joke. No, I'm not going to say that. Like, I get along with her stepdad, so it wasn't like malicious.
Okay.
I was just trying to get her to talk shit. I love her stepdad. He's great. He's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
But man, she just, she'll never get there. Now the youngest will burn your soul right fucking now, all the goddamn time. Every time I shave my beard off, Dad, you look fucking weird, and she says fucking. I don't know where she got it from. She ain't never heard it from me, but she'd be like, you look fucking weird. Put your face back on. She all the time. She'd be like, Dad, you like my hair? I'd be like, yeah, it's really pretty. She's like, that's too bad you ain't got none. All the time.
Damn,
Yeah.
ruthless little kid.
Yeah. Oh,
Now, I cannot say that because I haven't heard your daughter speak like maybe 10 words.
well, that's because she's afraid of you for some odd reason.
I don't know. I try to love her. I've given her food,
I know.
and she still don't like me. I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
It's weird.
Maybe one day.
Maybe.
That's our top 5 for today, people.
That's it.
You want to hear the rest of the episode, which we got a good one planned for you today, then you got to tune in Thursday on Spotify, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Pandora, any of those platforms, whatever you prefer. Tune in on Thursday. Make sure you hear the rest of this episode. We got a good one planned. With that, hit the button. We're going to take a pause for the cause. We love you. Do you love podcasts? Of course you do. That's why you're here. But you know what's even better than listening to a podcast? Making your own. That's right, and Anchor makes it simple. I'm your favorite host, MC Tyler Havlin, and I'm telling you, go download the Anchor app today, Anchor FM. They have all the tools you need to get started today. And best part is, it's totally free. They push it out to all the major platforms like Spotify, Apple, Google Podcasts. So get started today, people. Go download the app, Anchor FM. I'll wait. Do it now. And we're back. That's right. Today we're going to talk about some movies.
Okay.
Some movies that, for a wide variety of reasons, either they were inappropriate and nobody noticed, or when they come out, everybody got the message wrong. Okay? So a couple of these, I'm going to give you like a headline. I'm going to come up with a headline, give it to you, and see if you can guess the movie.
Okay.
All right, and then we'll talk about the movie, whatever.
All right.
And the first one's easy because we talked about it last week in that fucking rant when I didn't know we were recording.
Okay.
All right, so the first headline is, Pedo with a heart of gold burns up the dance floor and helps the downtrodden.
This one's Dirty Dancing, right?
This is Dirty Dancing.
Yeah, okay.
Like, if you
Pedo with a heart of gold. That's fucking stupid.
I mean, think about it. Like, dude's what? How old is Patrick Swayze supposed to be in that movie?
I don't know. Dude,
At least early 20s.
I have seen Dirty Dancing one time.
All right, well, this guy, he's supposed to be in his early 20s. Let's go with that. He's a dance instructor at a camp, right? Or at a resort, whatever you want to call it,
Sure.
because it's not kids, it's families and their
Have
kids.
you watched this movie recently?
Somewhat recently. In the last couple of years, I've seen this movie.
Okay.
For the first time, actually, I saw this movie, I want to say, about 6 years ago.
Really?
Yes. But, all right, so he's there to teach these people how to dance, but he's got his own style of dance, right? Like what would be considered dirty dancing.
Yeah.
There's no twerking.
Risque.
Yeah, there's no twerking back
It
then.
hadn't been invented yet.
Right. But he's in his early 20s, and there's just one family there, and they have a daughter named Baby. And God damn it, it irritates me that she's named Baby. It's so weird. But she's portraying a 14-year-old, right?
She's supposed to be 14?
She's supposed to be 14 in this
Jesus Christ, that makes it even weirder.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So her and this fucking dancer with a heart of gold, like, they become a thing. And at the time this movie came out, I want to say it was the 80s when it came out, right?
Yeah.
Nobody thought, like, oh, maybe we shouldn't have this 20-year-old and this 14-year-old, like, getting together. That's loud, Shorty.
It was. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so fucking Dirty Dancing, top of that list, like, is completely inappropriate. If you made that movie today, you'd have to change so many things.
1987.
Yeah. You could not make that movie today.
No.
It would get banned.
Oh, yeah, 110%. You know what? Thinking of that, what's that fucking movie where the fucking,
See, I knew you would come up with something.
what was that movie? Like, to me, it's just a weird concept. Like, the fucking chick and the dude making the pottery. You know what the Ghost. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ghost.
Yeah.
She was of age. Demi
Ghost?
Moore and Patrick Swayze, yeah.
That's also Patrick Swayze?
Yeah, that's Patrick Swayze.
Why is he in all the weird shit?
I don't know. He's got that Swayze swizzle. He's just like, hey.
Sweet. Oh, Jesus. Nah, man, to me, that's just a weird concept for a movie. This chick fucking fall in love with a ghost and fucking making pottery and shit.
And then you throw Whoopi Goldberg into the mix?
Yeah. It's a fucking stupid-ass movie.
Golly. All right, next one, all right? You ready for the headline on this one?
Yeah. All right, hit me with it.
High school teacher falls in love with student, but then gets mad when he realizes that she is an undercover reporter and of age. Yeah.
I have no idea.
Never been kissed. Drew Barrymore.
I've never heard of this movie.
All right. Well, she is a journalist or reporter of some sort, and she goes,
This is a real film?
Yes, it was awful. But nobody thought anything of it when it came out. It came out late 90s. So she goes undercover at this high school to be a student, right? And her and this teacher become real chummy. Teacher doesn't know she's an adult. He thinks she's a typical high school student. She's really awkward. And, like, they have this moment. And I think they end up kissing or something. But the moment he finds out that she is of age, she's not an actual high school student. She is an adult, not a minor. He gets pissed off. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Mm-hmm. I mean,
wow.
Granted, I'm twisting a little bit. He got pissed off that she lied to him. But still, you were making this with a fucking high school student? You were okay with it then.
That's fucking wild, dude.
Right. Horrible movie. I can't stand Drew Barrymore. Like, whatever. She's America's sweetheart. Whatever. I don't know. Her fucking jaw.
I can't think of who she is.
Her jaw and chin are scary to me.
I'm just gonna be sitting here Googling people.
That's all right. You remember the movie The Mask? Not the one with Jim Carrey, the other one?
Oh, I think she's pretty.
Her chin and jaw just, I don't know. Like, her face looks
She
fake.
has not aged well.
I don't think she had. How she could ever pass for a high school student baffles my goddamn mind.
Probably when she was in fucking high school.
I don't know. Maybe then. Her jaw look at least like it's fitty, though, at all times.
Fitty, get out of here. You're stupid.
All right, next movie. I don't really have a headline, so I'll try. All right. Entrepreneur creates torture chamber for children and invites them in with candy.
Oh, Willy Wonka.
Willy Wonka!
Yeah.
Golly, Willy Wonka is fucked up.
No, that is fucked up. That's Saul for kids.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and they even remade it, and they're remaking it again.
Are they really?
Yes. Like, how does Willy Wonka pass the eye test for not being inappropriate? Like, it is so inappropriate. You're bringing kids in, and you're just fucking offering them up to your fucking crazy machines and your colorful midgets.
Well, see, in Tim Burton's remake, none of the kids died.
But some fucked up shit happened to them, right?
Sure. Oh, yeah, they were all weird, like, afterward.
I can't even spank my kids. Willy Wonka can turn them into a goddamn blueberry, and nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah. Now, in the original Willy Wonka, I don't know if it ever mentioned, like, the kids surviving. Now, he did say, oh, don't worry, they'll be fine. But, like...
Yeah. Oh, you don't know they're fine.
Yeah. Like, the one part of that movie that fucks me up is, like, when Grandpa Joe and fucking Charlie are drinking the fucking soda, the soda pop that makes it float or whatever, and they're going up to the fan or whatever, damn near die, like in the fucking fan, and then fucking Willy Wonka himself gets pissed off that they just drank it, not damn near died and worried about the health violations and all the other shit that could have gone wrong. He was pissed off that they like drank the untested formula. Like, how dare you touch this? Rah, 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 rah. Like, oh, fuck, you almost got eviscerated by a fan.
He don't give a fuck.
Nah, he didn't give a shit.
No.
It's fucking wild.
Yeah. And let's talk about Grandpa for a minute. This motherfucker ain't left his goddamn bed in years. He ain't had a job. But he'd go to a goddamn candy
Golden
factory.
ticket, my legs work.
Yeah. How the fuck does that work?
Can we talk about the slavery in that movie?
The Oompa Loompa?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. They were rescued from some fucking tribe and forced into labor. Yeah, that's what the fucking Pilgrims said when they brought the fucking black people over here. Like, that's exactly what they said. We rescued them from Africa. It's terrible over there.
Bring them over here. Just, oh, no, this is supposed to happen.
Yeah.
Fuck.
It's great.
All right. Next movie. God, Willy Wonka is so bad. I'd never seen Willy Wonka until I was an adult.
Really?
And at that point, I was like, this was okay as a kid. When that fat kid goes up the tube, like, there's that old fucking myth that he actually died. And, like, if you slow it down, you can see his neck snap. Well, you motherfucker, you want to see a little kid die? Is that what you're telling me? I slowed it down. I didn't see his neck snap. All right, next movie. All right, let's see. How am I going to headline this one? All right. Young girl navigates high school while falling in love with her stepbrother, who is getting ready to graduate college.
Yeah, you got me, dude.
Clueless. Have you ever seen Clueless? Everybody's seen this. Stacey Dash, Alicia Silverstone, Paul Rudd.
I have seen Clueless, but it has been so fucking long.
Yeah? Well, I'm telling you, dude. So, Alicia Silverstone is the main character, right? And she's this ditzy dingy high school student, and she falls in love with her older stepbrother, who works for her father and is about to graduate college, and that's just okay. Like, I mean, I guess at the time it came out, like, and that's the other thing, like, at the time it came out, like, that was kind of outside of the stepbrother thing. That was kind of norm, because when I was in high school, there was all kinds of girls dating college students.
Yeah.
And
well, they were dating, like, it was always like seniors dating or juniors dating seniors, and then it would, like, next year they're seniors and their boyfriends are fucking, freshmen in college.
I don't know. I distinctly remember, like, high school girls that were dating, like, full-fledged, out of college adults, and I always thought it was weird.
That is weird.
But yeah, so and on top of that, it's your stepbrother that works for your dad. It's so strange. Clueless. It was another one of them movies. Brittany Murphy was in it. Who else was in it? The guy from Scrubs, the doctor from Scrubs, not Zach Braff.
Yeah. I know who you're talking about.
He was in it. And who else? Fuck it. I'm spending too much time on Clueless. Let's get to the next one. All right.
We spent a lot of time on Willy Wonka.
Yeah, but I mean, we could have spent the whole episode on Willy Wonka. Golly, that shit was fucked up.
I got a movie. I can't think of a tagline, but have you ever seen The New Guy?
Yes. I love The New Guy.
It's such a good film, but that movie is wildly inappropriate. Like, one, why are you throwing a not yet adult into an adult prison? And then he gets trained by some black dude to how to do the crazy eye and all that other shit. He starts a fire in the high school. They, like, do all these crazy ass pranks and all kinds of weird shit. Like, nah, that's not okay.
No, but so Elijah Dushku was in The New Guy, and she, growing up, she was like one of my biggest crushes.
Which one's she?
She was the main girl in it.
The girl he was after?
Yes.
Yeah.
But she was also in another movie that was highly inappropriate. Bring It On.
Oh, yeah.
So inappropriate. Like, we were sexualizing.
Oh, 100%. High schoolers. That's it.
Yeah. And in one part of the movie, I actually read about this. Like, you don't think about it when it happens, but one of the high schoolers always slips his finger into whoever he's lifting.
That's right.
Like, dude, you're pretty much like, he pretty much molesting these girls, and nobody thinks anything of it.
Don't the girls like him?
I don't know, but
I
still,
thought
they
that
don't
was a
know it's coming.
I guess you're right.
It's so wildly inappropriate, and then there's a whole bikini car wash with them.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. None of these girls were actually in high school, but that's what you're portraying.
Yeah.
Like, it's so, golly, Hollywood is fucked up. It is so fucked up. Like, you may think I say some fucked up shit, but they do the fucked up shit.
I got another one for you.
All right, let's hear it.
So, have you seen the horror movie Orphan?
It's that little girl that plays, like, she's got pigtails. She's really like 58, but she looks like she's 12.
33.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Now, hopefully, a few of the guys that I've hung out with my entire life hear this, like, listen to this episode because they'll laugh at that or whatever. But that one scene at the very end, like the movie.
I've never seen it.
Really?
Yeah.
The movie itself is all right. Like, it's not bad or whatever. It turns out this chick's a psychopath or whatever. And, like, the whole point of the movie is, like, she gets adopted by this family. And she wants to kill, like, the other kids and the wife and then fall in love with the dude. But she's portraying a child. She's got that fucking...
But she's an actual adult in the movie? Not just...
Yes. Okay. She's an actual adult. She's like 33 in the film.
Okay.
But the whole movie, she's portraying this fucking, like, 9 or 10-year-old. Or whatever. And then, like, the last 30 minutes... She, like, gets all dolled up like she's an actual adult or whatever, like a 33-year-old. But she's got that fucking disease, Andy Milonakis and another other dude who perpetually looks like a child. You know what I'm talking about?
I can grasp the concept.
Yeah, it's an actual disease where they, like, just look like children for their whole lives.
Hasbula.
Yeah. And so she's got that or whatever, and that's, like, her whole MO or whatever. But she, like... starts trying to, like, she, like, drugs the dad and starts, like, coming on to him and shit. Like, it's fucking weird, dude. It is fucking wild.
You know what movie this sounds like to me?
What's that?
It's Poison Ivy. Another Alicia Silverstone movie where she is a daughter coming on to, I want to say, her stepfather. Or something like that.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's fucking crazy. It's weird.
Called Poison Ivy?
Poison Ivy.
How have I not heard
They made
of this?
like 5 of these motherfuckers.
Really?
Yeah. But it was
They're all trash horror movies or something?
Trash thriller. I would call them horror. They're not horror, but they're definitely thriller movies.
See, I hear Poison Ivy and instantly I'm thinking my girl, but
right.
I'm amazed even with that title I haven't heard of it.
Yeah. Let's make a little connection here.
Okay.
You think of DC, Alicia Silverstone's in the movie. Who played Batgirl in a DC movie? What was that? 50
good.
Degrees of Kevin Bacon or whatever? We just incepted this shit.
Oh, that's right. You can go like five steps from anybody and end up with Kevin Bacon, ain't it? Yeah. I remember that.
All right, let's get to the next one.
Okay.
All right, so this movie is about a woman. All right, and off air we've talked about how the sadness of girls going after dudes they shouldn't go after and leaving the nice guys, right? So this woman gets on a boat with her fiance, okay? And she meets this dude on the boat. And she has a thing with this dude on the boat who has nothing going for him. He has no gainful employment. He's just out here doing whatever the fuck he wants. He shouldn't be on this boat. But guess what? She falls for him, right? They have this crazy night. And then this boat goes down after hitting an iceberg.
I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, why does this sound fucking familiar?
So, then she just lets her old fuckboy die. And then comes back 80 years later to brag about it and throw away this fucking priceless gem in the ocean that everybody's been looking for.
Yeah, that whole
forever.
story is about getting dick and, it's a one-night stand and be done with it.
Right. She had a good man. Maybe he was having a bad day and that's why he seemed angry. But he was gainfully employed. He wanted to take care of her.
I don't even remember her having a dude at the beginning of the film.
It was Billy Zane.
I've seen Titanic maybe twice in my life.
Really? You're not missing much. It wasn't that great of a movie.
I know. I remember watching it when I was a kid and my mom like blocking my eyes when the boobies came out. And then I watched it again as a teenager and I'm like, this movie sucks.
Yeah, it was so bad. And it took 2 VHS tapes.
Yeah, it did. I remember that.
Yeah.
They rented it. That's right. My mom and dad rented that from the fucking library as 2 VHS tapes. It blew my mind.
My favorite part of that movie, though, is I steal the line, paint me like one of your French girls. I say that shit all the time.
Oh, yeah, I say that all the time.
Anytime I do a sexy pose or my dog rolls over on their back and shows me their belly, I say, just paint me like one of your French dogs.
Yeah. There you go.
But yeah.
No,
like,
that shit's funny.
She had a man. And then everybody's like, well, he kicked the kid off the boat. Motherfucker was having a bad day. He just found out his old lady was sleeping with a goddamn bum. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck you expect?
Yeah.
Dude's day was fucked up. He thought he was going to get to marry this woman, take care of her, have children, and now she's just all fucking some dude on a boat that she's known for 24 hours? Come on now.
You know what's another fucked up movie from a similar time era?
What?
Or maybe not similar. I'm not sure. The Great Gatsby. It's from the 20s. Yeah.
I've seen the remake with Leonardo DiCaprio. More connections here.
That's what made me think of it, is Leonardo DiCaprio. Because, like, they fuck, like, each other's wives. Gatsby and this other dude. Like, they're both with other people. And they fuck the other couples. I might be mixing up movies. But I'm pretty sure it's Gatsby. Man, I don't know. I'd have to rewatch the film. It's a good movie, but it's fucking weird.
I've heard weird stuff about that movie. I've seen the newer one with Leo.
Yeah.
But I don't remember it. It was kind of trippy to me.
The new one is.
Yeah.
The new one is. The older one's not that bad.
But, yeah, so there's that one. What other ones do I have here? All right. So the next one I don't really have a headline for, so we'll just talk about the movie. High school football team, right? They got this player named Billy Bob. Billy Bob gets all these concussions, and they just keep letting Billy Bob play. All right? And now their goddamn math teacher. All these underage kids go into this strip club, and they see their math teacher just stripping. And then their math teacher just sits with them afterwards and has a good old time.
Titties hanging out and everything?
Titties hanging out and everything.
Word.
Varsity Blues. Underage sex. School teachers stripping. Kids being put in danger. All this shit happens. In one goddamn movie. It was a good movie, though. I liked it.
I'm here for that.
I mean, they were probably all adults when they were playing it.
Yeah. I don't know.
I was hot for teacher also. So
I've never seen it, and I've never heard of it.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't like sports balls. It was a football movie.
It's fair.
But it was a good one.
There's some sports ball movies I like.
All right, so I got 2 movies left here.
All right, let me hear them.
We've actually talked about both of these, and I caught some flack right before we started recording. It's Karate Kid. Like, Johnny was not the bad guy.
Yeah.
It was Daniel. Daniel come into this school. He tried to steal this dude's girlfriend. He succeeded at stealing this dude's girlfriend. He was constantly fucking with Johnny. So when Johnny tried to get some payback, he was the bad guy.
Didn't Cobra Kai fix that? Prove that for you?
Yes. Dude,
okay.
Cobra Kai was so good. I'm a little behind on it. I haven't watched season 3
I haven't
yet.
watched any of it.
Dude, it's a good watch.
I've only read a few things about it, and it. I think it was after we had talked about it initially that I was like, I wonder if this mythos goes any deeper than Tyler actually thought. And then I looked into it. I was like, fucking Tyler's right.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
It's a good show, though. It's a good show. So my last one, headline is young girl drops a house on a witch, or I can't.
It's
I
fucking
can't make
Wizard
this,
of
yeah,
Oz.
I can't make this into a headline. But anyways, this bitch drops a house on this lady, right? Mm-hmm. And this other bitch is like, hey, steal her shoes. Go ahead, take them. Take them shoes.
That was
girl.
her fucking sister.
Yeah, right? So you drop a house on a bitch, and the bitch just laying there under your goddamn house. Her sister's like, steal her shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's take her shoes off my other sister.
And the wicked witch of the West has every right to be upset with Dorothy and Glenda.
Yeah.
And she's trying to get back at him and I'm going to get you and your little dog.
Right.
Bitch, you should.
Right?
Go get that slut. She just killed your fucking sister. You have every right to be pissed off.
And steal her goddamn J's.
Yes.
Who the fuck does that?
Steal her goddamn J's. You're fucking stupid.
Dude, I'm telling you. And then they got this fucking wizard. He ain't even a fucking wizard. He always hiding behind a goddamn screen.
Ain't no wizard. Ain't no how.
Just trying to make people think he's fucking powerful. He ain't shit. He probably got a 3-inch dick. Don't know how to use it. He's like, hey, look. I'm the man around. I'm your captain now. Okay?
And see, you know what I hate about that whole end of that movie or whatever is when he's going around handing everybody the gifts and shit. He's like, oh, Scarecrow, you have a brain. Here's your diploma. He goes to the fucking Tin Man. He's like, oh, you have a heart. Here's a mechanical clock with a shape like a heart. He looks at the fucking, he looks at the Cowardly Lion. He's like, you were always brave. He hands him a fucking medal. And I'm like, this is stupid. You didn't help these people.
No.
Like,
Gave him some goddamn trinkets.
all you did was like, you are intelligent. You do care. And you know what? You are brave. Like, fuck off. Like, all you did was give him words of affirmation and all this other shit. Tin Man, physically, literally, did not have a heart. Scarecrow, physically, literally didn't have a brain. Cowardly Lion, that's his own issue, all right?
And then you give Dorothy a goddamn hot air balloon?
Yeah.
When all she's got to do is click her fucking stolen shoes together?
Yeah.
Fuck, golly. But look, Dr. Miles is our fucking Scarecrow, when you think about it. Because he was given a piece of paper that said he was a doctor.
Sure. So who does that mean? What does that make me?
You're obviously the Cowardly Lion. The main.
So are you the fucking, you're Tin Man or are you Dorothy?
I'm too well endowed to be Dorothy.
Okay, so we'll just give that to Kara.
I'm the Tin Man.
We'll give that to Kara.
And I say fucked up shit all the time, so it could be viewed as I don't have a heart.
All right. I don't know how I feel about being the Cowardly Lion, but that's okay.
Well, I don't want you to be the wizard either. You got way more power than that wizard.
Yeah, I don't know about all that, buddy. All my power comes from a D20, the ability to hit record and stop.
Right. Well, speaking of D20, I'm voting now for February 5th. I'm kid-free that weekend.
Okay. That's right. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Isle of Ashes.
That's right. It's fucking
Well,
D&D stuff.
Yeah, D&D stuff is great.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about this Saturday. I don't know what the date is. What's the date this Saturday?
Fuck, I don't know. I have no idea, dude. I don't pay attention to the calendar. Are you kidding me?
It's the 22nd, I believe.
It is the 22nd.
So catch us out on Twitch, January 22nd, 2000 doo-doo.
Okay.
We're going to be on there. It's going to be cleaned up, the language. So
Yep.
That's it. That's all we got today.
That's it.
So in the meantime,
In the betweens time.
remember, in my 20s, a good time was hitting fat rails of booger sugar off of midget strippers' butt cheeks and drinking a bottle of Jack. In my 30s, a good time is eating cheese sticks off my girl's titties while drinking a Capri Sun that I stole out of my kid's lunchbox. Cue the music. We out.